In this short video, I will briefly talk about evolution by addressing a few of its common misconceptions. First, I want to ask you a couple of questions. Here, my first question for you is, what is the definition of evolution? Well, I don't care who you are, the chances that you know the definition of evolution are probably slim to none. I'll talk about that more later, but let's try another question. Ready? You might have heard that evolution is a fact and that it's not a theory. It's a done deal. Well, is all that true? Is it a fact? Is it a done deal? Got your answer? Go ahead and tell me. What is it? Yes or no? All right. If you said yes, you would be wrong. All right, and then question number 3. Does evolution provide evidence that there is no God? All right, it's another yes or no. Go ahead and tell me. And one more time. If you said yes, you are wrong. Okay. Well, that's all the questions that I have for you today. Now let's go ahead and discuss those 3 questions for just a minute. I'm going to briefly touch on these, by the way. I'll make other videos and elaborate and give you more reasons, but for now I'll just share a few brief points. What is the definition of evolution? Problem is, no two dictionaries are quite the same on their definitions, so it is hard to give a specific definition. In a nutshell, it is the idea of how we became us. That's it. If you need a more elaborate definition, you can make up your own, because no one really has one that is agreed on. Incredibly, this thing that is presented as a fact cannot really have a specific definition. What I mean is, the causes of evolution are used to define the word, and because causes are changed and new ones are added, you cannot give a specific definition. The definition keeps changing. It now means something completely different than what it once did. When once there was only one proposed cause of evolution, there are now many. Charles Darwin is famous for a cause referred to as selective breeding, or the more popular term, natural selection. But today, the term natural selection does not mean the same thing as what Charles Darwin would have defined it. Other popular causes of evolution are mutation and genetic drift. So again, if you want a definition, you can pretty much make up your own. Question number 2. Is evolution a fact? If you said yes, you would be wrong. Is evolution a fact? Is it a done deal? No. In every aspect, evolution is a theory. What is a theory? Theory is defined by the Merriam-Webster dictionary as an idea that is suggested or presented as possibly true, but it is not known or proven to be true. This is exactly the right definition of what theory means when talking about the theory of evolution. What supporters of the theory of evolution will tell you is that the word theory, when used with the word evolution, is meant to be a scientific theory, which would make it more like a fact and not a theory. Evolutionists are trying to imply that it is something that it is not. An example of a true scientific theory is the theory of relativity, something that Einstein came up with. The theory of relativity is backed up and is something that you can observe and test yourself. Well, evolution is not like that at all. Evolution is a theory, the everyday type, because there is nothing to back it up. It can't be tested, and it cannot be proven. All right, let's go to question number 3. Does evolution prove there is no God? If you said yes, you are certainly wrong. Even if we were to assume everything anyone ever said about evolution was true, evolution does not explain the origin of life. This is a common misconception. If we all evolved from one creature or organism, evolution does not explain where that creature or organism came from. It doesn't even try. If you try to do that, you start talking about something else called abiogenesis. So if someone tries to say evolution is proof there is no God, you can tell them that they are flat out wrong and that evolution does not explain the origins of life. Alright, well that's all I have for today.